Hi guys, welcome to external hip rotation level 1. Today we're going to work on our ground squat. The ground squat is a huge base for all your squats. It's going to build a lot of awareness building up from the feet up into the external hip rotation, which uses a lot of muscle activation that we're going to find some depth into today. So for today's class, you're going to need 2 blocks and 1 strap. So I'm going to set these aside and we are going to start with malasana or ground squat. So I'm going to start with 2 blocks here. If you find 2 blocks is a little too low, go ahead and use a chair. So you can use a chair or a bolster. As you practice, you'll find more depth. But today we're going to start with 2 blocks and then dive down to 1. So go ahead. We're going to set our heels probably about 1 to 2 inches from the corner of the blocks. I'm going to have a slight external rotation in my ankles as my feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart. So what's interesting about a malasana is as I come into hip flexion, my chest comes forward, my hip comes into hip flexion, right? It presses back. So what we're going to try to do is keep an active posterior pelvic tilt to keep my spine erect. So the spine is going up and down is in a fixed position as we squat. So we're going to start with our mountain pose, okay? So pressing through my heels, I'm going to straighten my knees, activate my quads, and engage my glutes for that posterior pelvic tilt. So we're just going to start with the negatives, which means going down, right? The eccentric motion. So in this mountain pose, I'm just going to practice keeping my posterior pelvic tilt and dropping the hips. So I'm actually bringing my hips towards my heels without letting my heels lift from the ground. So I'm pressing my heels down and back as I keep a posterior pelvic tilt. So coming from here, we're going to slowly come down. Remember, the knees stay in an external rotation. So my external rotation, I'm coming down deeper into my external rotation. I'm not letting the knees cave into internal rotation. That puts a lot of pressure on the inside of the knee joint. All right, second time, here we go. Press through the heels, straighten the knee, engage the quads, posterior pelvic tilt for our external rotation. Okay, come down, pressing the heels down and back as I keep a posterior pelvic tilt. And so from here, I'm going to come grounded into my 2 blocks. So now we're going to hold for an isometric, which means not moving, but a static pose, but we're active. So from here, I want you to practice pressing the heels down and back. Okay, that's going to activate the pulling motion of the hamstrings, which is going to help lock the hips in place. And so now we curl the tailbone of posterior pelvic tilt and activate the glutes. And then you can compress the core here and also depress the shoulders. Okay, so just stay active for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now from here, you can stay active and practice keeping the spine erect as I press up. Okay, so for that, it's gonna look like this. Okay, back into my posterior pelvic tilt. Now, if that's a little tricky, you can practice using momentum. So I'm going to shift my weight forward. I'm going to come more into hip flexion. So the hips come back as the shoulders come forward, which you're relying more on momentum to come up instead of strength, which is okay because you're just using that momentum with awareness to build up into your strength. So if you need a little bit of momentum, you can lean forward and then press up. Okay, but squeeze the posterior pelvic tilt at the top just to bring that awareness. So we're going to do this 3 more times. You can practice using momentum, but also keep awareness of using the posterior pelvic tilt to keep the spine erect in a fixed position. Okay, press through the heels. Okay, straighten the knees, engage the quads, posterior pelvic tilt. You can compress the core here if you like. Slowly come down, externally rotating the knees. Become active for 5, 4, pressing the heels down and back, posterior pelvic tilt, core compress, 3, 2, 1, press up, inhale, mountain pose, exhale, slowly come down, 5, 4, active, 3, 2, 1, press high. And we're gonna do one last one. Inhale, mountain pose, pressing through the heels, straighten the knees, quads, glutes, core. You can depress the shoulders here if you would like. Inhale, come down. Become active for 7, pressing through the heels. Keep your posterior pelvic tilt. 6, 5, core compress, shoulders depress. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, press high. Everything's active. Awesome, guys. So we're gonna do a few more rounds just to get our practice. If that's comfortable for you on your chair, maybe you try 2 blocks. If the 2 blocks is too easy, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove a block. So we're just gonna do 1 to 2 reps here to feel how it is to find more depth. Exact same position. Okay, externally rotate the feet, press through the heels, straighten the knees, quads are engaged, posterior pelvic tilt, mountain pose, compress the core, shoulders depressed. Alrighty, here we go. Inhale, externally rotate the knees as we come down, staying active through the heels, posterior pelvic tilt. I have to go a little bit closer this time. Awesome. We're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Actively, slowly press up. Okay, see how fluid that is? That's what we're looking for. We're gonna do one last one. I'm gonna remove the block here for our full ground squat so you can see what that looks like. Last time I'm cueing this. Externally rotate the feet. Okay, press through your heels. Activate your quads. Posterior pelvic tilt as the glutes come engaged. Compress the core, depress the shoulders. Remember, we're using the heels to pull the glutes towards the heels as we maintain a posterior pelvic tilt. Inhale, find your mountain pose. Exhale, calm down. Keeping my posterior pelvic tilt. Spine is in a fixed position. We're coming down all the way to our mountain pose. You can rest, as you get deeper into your mountain pose, you can rest your arms on your knees. If you want to find more depth, try lifting the arms up and finding a deeper posterior pelvic tilt as you press the shoulders back. So the more the spine is in a fixed position, the more intense the ground squat's going to be, but also the more strength you build. So from here, I'm pressing my heels down and back, pulling with my hamstrings as my glutes are my frame here, holding the spine in the fixed position. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, maintaining the shape, press up. Perfect. So that's the bottom of the ground squat, which essentially we're going to be building up into the pistol squat. At the top of the pistol squat is what we're going to work on right now. So as we come from the ground squat and pressing up, it's important to be able to stabilize the legs and hips in a straight leg position, because that's the top of a pistol squat, which is going to build length. So if we master the bottom and the top of a squat, then all you have to do is practice the technique of transition in between. So coming in the standing position, what we're going to do is we're going to ground our right foot. So I'm going to press through my right heel, engage my right quad, and I'm going to engage both of my glutes for the posterior pelvic tilt. Compress my core, depress the shoulders. And now as I inhale, I'm lifting my left knee up towards my chest. Okay, you can use your hand here for support. Okay, you can pull with the left lat to kind of help the knee, but make sure you're mainly using the quad to lift that leg up. Okay, so pressing through my right heel, both my glutes are engaged. That's what's going to find that straight fixed stability. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly come down. So I'm going to show you on a lateral position just to see a different view of it. Okay, so let's come to standing. This time we're going to press through the left heel. Both glutes are maintaining engaged as we inhale up. You can compress the core, depress the lat. The lat depression is going to help secure the core and have stability in the leg. Inhale, press through the left heel. Both glutes are coming to that posterior pelvic tilt. right knee's coming up. You can use your right hand to support here. If not, you can just practice bringing the hands to the side. Okay, both glutes are active, pressing through my left heel, core is compressed, shoulders are depressed. For 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, come down. Let's do each side one more time. I'm going to show you from this view. So now we're pressing through the right heel once again. All right, so press through both heels, posterior pelvic tilt, core compressed, shoulders depressed. Okay, inhale, left knee comes to chest. Feel free to use your hand to support. Okay, practice lifting it up. Okay, this left quad and the left hip flexor is going to be supporting this leg here. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, calm down. Beautiful job, guys. Last one on this side. I'm going to do this one in a front motion. Okay, let's come to our mountain pose. Inhale, lift the right knee, press through the left heel. Both glutes are engaged, core is compressed, shoulders are depressed. Okay, shoulder depression also helps keep the shoulders square so you're not wobbly as you extend or lift the right knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job, guys. Exhale. Slowly come down. If you want to practice your ground squat here, that's fine because we're going to come to a seated position. So these are called 90-90s, which is a good way to practice internal and external rotation of each hip socket separately, but also working them at the same time. So what we're going to do is our right leg's going to come 90 degrees to our hip. Our knee is going to come 90 degrees to our ankle, and our ankle is 90 degrees to our toes. And now on our left leg, my left knee is 90 degrees to my left ankle. My left ankle is 90 degrees to my toes. So I'm going to shift this way just so you can see my 90-90. And now you can use your hands to start, but the end goal to practice is to not use your hands. So for now, I'm going to use 2 hands, and what we're going to look like is from my 90-90 here, we're going to shift where I'm exactly 90-90 on the other side. Okay, so now we're just going to do one hand, so go ahead and lift your left arm. 90-90 here. Let's do the left. So ground your left arm. Slowly press to this side. Okay, we're going to do 2 now with no hands. Pick whichever variation you want. If you want to do both hands, one hand. Feel what's comfortable for you and where you can maintain control. Following your breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, let's come to neutral. All right, guys, so that's level 1 for a pistol squat. Let's go ahead and we're gonna work on active external rotation to help muscle memory in the glutes and quads to be able to open up our hip sockets in the external rotation. So we are gonna come to a reclined pigeon pose. I'm gonna show you 3 different variations. One variation we'll use the strap, so have that ready if you feel like you're gonna need it. Okay, coming down on our back, we're gonna start with the right ankle coming over the left knee. Okay, so remember we're making this active. I wanna start with the strap so you can thread this, you can lift the left foot, thread the strap through. So as the strap threads through, you're going to use your left arm to pull the left knee close to the chest, okay? So remember, the strap is secondary to muscle activation. So the primary activation is using your left quad and glute to press the left knee towards the chest, and then you use the strap as a secondary support. And now from here, I'm engaging my right glute, which is going to press my knee forward. So I'm simultaneously engaging my left quad towards my chest as my right glute presses my knee forward. So I want you to press your right palm on the right knee. And now we're going to inhale, exhale, engage the right glute, press the hand against the knee, pressing it forward, simultaneously engaging the left quad, bringing the left knee towards the chest. Okay? Inhale, hold, exhale, engage the right glute, press the right knee forward. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, engage the left quad, press the left knee. Exhale, squeeze the right glute, press the right knee. 2 more breaths, guys. Inhale, exhale, press. We're staying active the whole time. Inhale, exhale, press. Inhale, exhale, squeeze that right glute, press through, staying active. Okay, so holding this position, you can go ahead and unthread your strap, set it to the side, and we're going to come to an alternate reclined pigeon. So the sole of my right foot is going to come all the way down to the side, and I'm going to ground the sole of the right foot. So it's the exact same motion here. My left hand is going to be on my right ankle. My right hand is going to come on to the side, to the inside of my right knee. So inhale, I'm going to engage my left knee up towards my left shoulder, engage that left quad. Exhale, squeeze that right glute, and the hand is secondary. Remember, it's a muscle activation. So my right glute is the primary activation. My right hand is the second, activation, pressing through. 5 breaths. Inhale, quad. Exhale, right glute. Inhale, left quad. Exhale, right glute. Keep the sole of the foot primarily grounded. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay active, guys. You're doing great. 1. Perfect. Inhale. Let's slowly come back up. And now we're going to unwind that right foot, and we're going to come to the other side. Perfect job, guys. That was great. It can get intense, but you'll notice this type of stretching is going to be longevity and your flexibility. Okay. Ground the right foot. The left ankle comes over the right knee. So I showed you with the strap. You can use the strap. I'm going to show you the other variation. So you can grab underneath the hamstring, or if you have the reach, go ahead and grab around the shin. So I'm going to start with the hamstring, and then halfway through I'm going to switch to the shin. So grabbing underneath the right hamstring, okay, engaging the right glute and quad, pressing the left ankle towards your face. I'm going to use my left glute to squeeze my left knee forward, and my secondary option is to have my left hand on the inside of the left knee to help support the glute, press the knee forward into that deep external hip rotation, okay? Inhale, press through the right quad, pressing the left ankle towards the face. Exhale, left glute as we press. Let's do for 6 breaths. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. You can lift even deeper. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Glute and quad are active the whole time. I'm going to switch to my shin grip. Perfect. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Last one, guys. Stay strong. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, opening the hip. Great job, guys. Go ahead and ground the sole of the left foot all the way over. Okay, right hand comes across the left ankle. And let's go ahead and start. Inhale, right knee presses towards the back wall. Exhale, left glute becomes active, opening up into that left external hip rotation. Inhale, press. Exhale, squeeze. Okay, staying active, using your breath to find depth. Tune in with your breath to find depth within your own body. For 5. Inhale. 4. Inhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Almost there, guys. Last one. Find a strong, steady breath through the diaphragm. Tune into your Ujjayi. Exhale. Last push. Perfect. Inhale. You can ground the right hand. Slowly come back up. Unwind that left foot. And let's go ahead and find a seated position. Thank you for following along in external hip rotation level 1. It's great seeing you guys, and thank you for following and supporting me. I'll see you in level 2. Namaste.